Welcome back to the WS Daily. Every Monday we like to hang out with Justin Howard from Trinity Custom Carpentry. We're going to be talking about some projects, but first, what's the tool of the week here?
The tool of the week
Yes.
is laser level. So it shoots a vertical and horizontal line.
Can you turn it on for us?
It's already on.
Okay.
When it comes out of level, it beeps to let you know that, hey, I'm not level anymore. Now, in terms, we're going to talk about suspended ceiling.
Well,
so
hang on a second, let me look at this.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm
I'm telling you.
just kidding.
Have to go back to Hotel D.
I'm trying to get the, okay. So this is very important. For instance, we'll be talking about
Suspended ceiling.
suspended ceilings. Why would someone want one, first of all? We have some pictures to show you different kinds of suspended ceilings.
More times than not in a residential setting, they'll be in a basement. So when you have a lot of the ductwork, the plumbing, the electrical, and you're wanting to finish off the room, you don't want all of that exposed. The suspended ceiling, you can also have easy access to those elements. So if you have wiring issues, if you have plumbing issues, a pipe bursts, the suspended ceiling, you just remove the tile in the problem area, you fix it.
As opposed to taking apart the whole ceiling, which
right,
is drywall.
If you have drywall, you have to cut out the section, or if drywall gets wet, you have to cut out the entirety of the damaged section. And then it's not just simply placing it back up. You have to support it with bracing, then you have to tape it, and you have to mud it, and you have to sand it. There's a lot more to it. There's also different looks on the suspended ceiling. They used to have just some standard tiles. Now they're coming out with a huge array. There's probably about 12 different types of suspended ceilings that you could get.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, I'm only used to seeing one with, you know, the white, basically with the little holes and stuff, and the little brackets to keep it in place. But we saw some of those that actually look decorative.
That's right, yeah. And some of them are a clip system where you can fasten it right to the bottom of the joist, which is not ideal. Most times you have to build down anyways. But anyways, I wanted to give a step-by-step instruction guide to the do-it-yourselfer.
Do you have to have a vast knowledge of carpentry to do it yourself versus suspended ceiling?
No, you have to definitely be able to view measurements and lay a room out. The first thing is layout. You want your end panels to be the same size. You don't want to start at one end and work your way and have a full tile at one end and then 3 inches on the other end. It would just look silly. There's the aesthetics to worry about. Second, you got to determine the ceiling height. You want to be able to cover all of your beams, plumbing, ductwork. If you don't pay attention to that, you're going to run into some issues. And second of all, you want unity throughout the whole ceiling, right? You don't necessarily want it up and down. So the third thing, once you've done your layout and you determine the ceiling height, you want to install the wall mount. Once you've installed the wall mount, then you want the location of your hanger screws and your wires. That's going to support your main beam. So the components, you have your wall mold, your main tees, your cross tees, your hanger wire and screws, and then, of course, your ceiling panels.
So an average size room in the basement, because that's most likely where you would have a suspended ceiling, how long of a project? Depending on the size of the room, of course.
It definitely depends on the size of the room.
Let's say a laundry room.
A laundry, like a 10 by 10 room, probably could be done in a day.
That's it?
Yeah, if you're doing a whole basement, it might take 2 days, 2.5 maybe. If you know what you're doing, it's a great system. The tools help. Like before the laser levels, you have to run a series of chalk lines and stretch lines out. This is a great time saver. So another thing with installing the ceiling panels, handle them carefully. They mark up very easily. Do your borders first, then do the rest of it. I recommend gloves if you're going to do it yourself. Okay. Oftentimes when you're working with the steel and cutting it, your hands get dirty. You touch the white ceiling tile, now it's a mess, and you've made a big cleanup project.
Well, no doubt if you are a do-it-yourselfer, you might have some questions regardless. Here's how to get in touch with Justin.
Your Trinity Custom Carpentry Check was brought to you by Trinity Custom Carpentry. See them online at trinitycustomcarpentry.ca. Trinity nails it every time.